if money wasn't an object and money didn't matter and you had the opportunity to buy one, just one of any single sealed Pokemon item ever created, ever released, what would that one item be? What is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom. I hope you guys are all doing well on this wonderful Wednesday evening or Thursday or Friday or whenever it is you are watching this video. The question that I posed earlier is a question I'm interested in, so if you want to leave an answer down in the comment section below, I would greatly appreciate it. But I started thinking about that earlier today when I was doing some research for tonight's video, just trying to get an idea of what it is that I have never owned that I would really love owning. Just either as an investment or as a collector's piece, something that I would cherish and hold on to, or something that I might be able to turn down the road. And I started thinking back about the first edition base set booster box, how cool it would be to hold maybe an entire complete set or a sealed booster box, or Skyridge, which has been astronomically increasing in value. Is that a word? Astronomically is a word, but am I using it right? Has increased to astronomical heights over the past, couple years now, or it's just crazy expensive for even a booster pack. Would it be like a Pikachu? I think I said at the beginning of the video a sealed product, but let's say it's any Pokemon item that's ever been created. A Pikachu illustrator card, one of those illustrator cards which are super expensive. Those are all really cool. And I don't know what the answer would be for me. I mean, I've had some pretty cool pieces in my collection. I've once owned a first edition base set Charizard. I have owned graded first edition base set Charizards. Never something super high in value. I think the highest grade I've ever had for one is a 7. I've owned, cool loose packs, but I've never owned something super valuable. We've had Crystal Charizard singles that are worth, some thousands of dollars, but not huge numbers. There was a deal that went down. I'm going to pull it up here on the lovely Ludkin's website, and this just happened recently. So this is from April 8th, so this is not even a week ago, but it says the most expensive Pokemon TCG deal yet. $2 million plus. $2 million. Can you imagine? I can't even fathom. I cannot even fathom having $2 million to take out of my pocket or take out of my crypto or take out of my bank and just be like, here you go. I would like some cardboard. It's crazy to me. I've been in Pokemon for a long time and I've researched numbers for a long time, and just the idea, sometimes you get these gaudy numbers that just look absolutely ridiculous. I can't even fathom the idea of taking that amount of money and spending it on Pokemon cards. It's crazy to me. But it says here, a case of first edition of first edition base set booster boxes has been transacted for an undisclosed record amount that is said to be the most expensive Pokemon deal in history. We previously reported the record sale of a single box reaching $450,000 last month in a private sale via Instagram. This case is a sealed cardboard box containing 6 first edition base set booster boxes, making the estimated sale value to be north of $2 million. So we all know Logan Paul had shot this video and did a first edition booster box break a month or so ago where every pack inside sold for like $50,000. Crazy. But we know he said in his video that he spent about $2 million on 6 booster boxes, 6 sealed booster boxes of the first edition base set. So Ludkins is kind of guessing at $450,000 a piece. We're going to assume that the sale of this case was worth over $2 million. I don't know what that number is actually. I would assume it's probably closer to that $3 million mark, because when you have something that is this rare and this hard to find, it is probably going to be worth more than 6 times the going rate of a sealed booster box. So right now, typically if you buy a case of booster boxes, at least recently from a newer set, let's say from like Sword and Shield block on, you should be able to get at least some sort of a discount per booster box. So if you're buying $140 for a booster box and you're buying a case, you might get each box for $120 instead, because you're buying, at a greater volume. But when you have something that's so rare, I mean, the wherewithal of holding on to a sealed case for 25 years is absolutely insane in itself. But you would think that with how many of these are probably out in the market, which we'll talk about in a second, but when you think of how few there are available, that the price for a sealed case is probably quite a bit more than 6x a single booster box of the sealed first edition base set, which I can't even understand owning one pack of that, much less an entire box, much less an entire case. This sale was confirmed on Instagram by Florida-based card shop The Mealy Pops, who, in conjunction with @CardKahuna, sold this holy grail to trading card collector @Shine150. So here's Shine150. Put here, the biggest deal to happen in history of a certain product going down today and heading to me right now will be announced soon by the seller. In February, YouTuber Logan Paul purchased 6 first edition base set booster boxes for $2 million. This sale looks to eclipse that combined total due to the rarity of finding 6 together rather than individually. There you go. With a worldwide hobby like Pokemon TCG, it's always difficult to determine the population, whether that be highly sought after trophy cards or booster boxes. That being said, this case is the first to be revealed during the spike in popularity of the hobby within the last 12 months. This begs the question, how many of these cases are in existence? The parties involved state that this box is one of a kind. This can neither be confirmed nor denied. With the continued rise in the rarity of these $19.99 boxes, the chance of finding a sealed certified case is almost impossible. This article will be updated with more information on this most expensive Pokemon TCG deal as it is released. So I know I did see some other stuff that said there would be a YouTube video coming up soon. Maybe it was already released and I just missed it, but there should be more information coming out regarding this sale in the future. But I would be super scared, first of all, to spend that kind of money on a sealed booster box. You know, even if it's verified, even if it's legit, it's 100%. Part of me would just want to be like, okay, I'm going to open it up and unseal just to make sure everything in here is legitimate, because that's a lot of money. $2 million is just a crazy, crazy, absurd amount of money to be putting into anything as far as an investment goes, much less an entire case that you just can't even open up because it greatly reduces the value of it. When they talk about how many of these are left, and this is something that I'd like to know what you guys think down in the comment section below as well. One of a kind, I don't think that this is the only one in existence. I do think there's more out there. I just think that number is very, very small. When you think about how many of these were actually produced, so much less than what the actual base set would have been, because first edition would have been obviously the first printing. There's going to be a significant amount less than what is available for a normal base set booster box or a normal base set case. But these are very, very hard to find. Any WotC sealed cases are extremely hard to find. I've seen some fossil ones out there. A first edition fossil one recently, I think a couple months ago, one popped up. But a first edition base set booster box case, I have not seen in the 5+ years I've been in Pokemon TCG business. The 25 years that I've been in Pokemon, or about 25 years, 23 years. The 23 years that I've been in the Pokemon TCG, I have not seen very many. This is definitely one of a kind, but I don't know how many there are going to be. Maybe 20 to 30 that are still out there. I do think that the amount of hobby town shops or hobby shops that existed in the late 90s were probably few and far between. Some of them started coming up more and more after Pokemon started coming out. Yu-Gi-Oh came out. You had Magic the Gathering. You obviously had the Digimon card game. You had other card games that came out. Obviously Card Fight Vanguard, and so on and so forth. But the Pokemon was really kind of like, the third or fourth really big TCG that came into existence. So hobby shops back then were more like comic book related, arcade related, and things like that. So I do think that some businesses that were around during that time may have had a couple that they stashed away for a rainy day and maybe they forgot about. I don't know, but the idea of somebody holding on to a case like this for 25 years, assuming that it would go up in value, seems absolutely crazy. But not a whole lot of people are going to advertise that they own one of these because the demand would be crazy for it. It would be huge. Obviously, this one popped up randomly, and I just wanted to talk about it because to me, the wherewithal, like I said, of holding on to something for 25 years, everybody is a sealed collector right now. That really became a huge thing over the last 8 months. And this Shine guy, I did do a little bit of research on him. He is a very, very big into sports cards. He actually was in the news not too long ago at the beginning of March. I have my little cheat sheet here. I'm not going to pull this one up, but I'm just going to read it for you. So Luka Doncic's rookie card goes for record-breaking $4.6 million. This is an article that I've just found online involving this Shine fellow, but it says here, Luka Doncic's rookie card is now the most expensive NBA card in history after it was sold for a record-breaking $4.6 million. The sale of the 2018-19 National Treasures Luka Doncic rookie card auto Logo Man 1/1 was made over the weekend. The card features the NBA Logo Man catch from one of Luka's jerseys and his signature in blue ink. It's the only card made of that specific variety. The card was originally part of a set of 2018-19 Panini National Treasures basketball trading cards. Doncic's card was revealed during a live pack break at the Layton Sports Card Shop in Altamonte Springs, Florida. Collector Nick Fiorella bought the card Sunday from original owner Bolino Lejean San, who reportedly paid $400,000 according to TMZ Sports. And that Bolio Lejean San is actually the, I'm sorry if I'm messing up the name, but that gentleman right there is actually the Shine 150 that we saw earlier. He's the one who sold this Luka Doncic rookie card for $4.4 million or $4.6 million. And then he is the one who goes out and buys this sealed case of Pokemon cards. And I looked him up on Instagram and started going through his page a little bit just to see. He is very, very heavily invested in the sports cards. The first Pokemon purchase that he ever made, admittedly, was in October of 2020. He purchased a couple of first edition base set Charizards that were ungraded and loose. He found him talking to, it looks like an old, I think it was an old hobby store owner and his wife. So very, very cool. But like many other people who got into the hobby last year, at the end of last year, a lot of investors got into it, in October around the first Logan Paul booster box break. So very interesting. He is very, very big into sports card investing. Goes on to say not only is Doncic's card the most expensive in NBA history, it's the second highest purchase of any card in sports history. Only the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle card goes for more at $5.2 million. The value of card can only be expected to increase as Doncic's game and accolades continue to grow. So he has been involved in deals like this in the past, but it just really begs the question of how? Like, I mean, it's just so random that this pops up all of a sudden. Very, very cool that it happened in the 25th anniversary, but this is just crazy amounts of money. What would you buy if money wasn't a problem? Money wasn't an option. You could just basically purchase one of any item that Pokemon has ever created or released. I want to know in the comments section down below, but this is very, very cool. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. How many you think are out in existence? Like I said, I do think that there are a lot of sealed collectors right now that are out there. A lot of people are stashing away cases of stuff or booster boxes for, years and years and years down the road. So I don't think we're ever going to see something like this come up again, and I could be wrong. But this is just, it's crazy to me how something like this even exists anymore. And it really begs the question of how many more are even out there. So I just want to leave you guys with those thoughts tonight, and kind of just a fun video to talk about really what's going on in the community. And this is multiple times now we've had new records of Pokemon TCG sales. And what do you guys think? Like, is this going to keep going? Is this going to continue? Just curious on what your guys' thoughts are. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. Really appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much. I will see you next time. Peace. I forgot to say the code. There's a new code, a new promo code that came up on the website today. We're going to be using, I told you guys that you had to pay attention to my good friend Pat Flynn, Deep Pocket Monster, the video that he recently released where I challenged him to a Poketuber challenge, I guess you could call it. But he was guessing the values, the market values of specific Pokemon cards that I had sent him. And there was one card in there that had the highest value. I think it was like $67 or so that the market price was for this specific card. That Pokemon card name, that Pokemon card, so the name of that Pokemon in all capital letters is your promo code for the night. There is Battle Styles Elite Trainer boxes currently on the website. It's sitting at $89.99. This promo code is going to take $50 off of those prices to bring it down to MSRP $39.99. You get limited to one of each, so one blue one red one. So you'll get 2 Elite Trainer boxes, and you'll pay like what, $80 for both of them total. So definitely go over to the website. They're live right now on the website, and there's only about 250 of them available. So that's why I wanted to release this promo code at the tail end of the video rather than somewhere in the middle or at the beginning. So enjoy. Thank you so much for all your support, you guys. It means a lot. I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you. And now for real, until next time, peace.